This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Other shows we have for you to enjoy at myclassicradio.net. The Avengers was most certainly not a household name in South Africa prior to the radio series. With no national television service until 1976, the mechanism simply was not present in the country to show television programs to mass audiences. While many other countries reveled in the filmed adventures of John Steed and company, South Africa was not equipped to join in the fun. The series took Britain by storm and made a major impression in the American markets, being that greatest of rarities, a British series given a network transmission slot. However, as a film series, rather than a videotaped one, The Avengers was able to gain a modicum of exposure in South Africa through film rentals. Come and listen at myclassicradio.net.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention! All districts! A five-alarm fire! 5 bells move in immediately!
That's it. Let's go! Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a moment, we'll join Tim Collins and Chief Cody in the cabin of the big plane that's flying westward toward Plum Valley, where they plan to visit an old friend of the Chief's, Tom Culpepper, owner and editor of a weekly newspaper. Both the Chief and Tim feel the need of a vacation, and they're looking forward with warm enthusiasm to the holiday in the little town. As night came on, and the Chief dozed in his seat, Tim was tersely summoned to the pilot's compartment by Lance Lorenzo, the chief pilot. For what strange reason, we'll learn in just a moment, right after this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's join Chief Cody and Tim Collins in the cabin of the big four-motored plane that is carrying them westward to Plum Valley for their holiday visit with the Chief's old friend, country editor Tom Culpepper. Fire and firefighting are the farthest from both their minds. As completely relaxed, the Chief dozes in his seat, and Tim gazes out the porthole at the night-blackened sky and the stars. Suddenly, his attention is drawn from the porthole by the opening of the door to the pilot's compartment. The face of Captain Lorenzo, the chief pilot, appears, lined with anxiety. He beckons to Tim, who rises and goes forward to the open door. Did you want me, Captain?
Yes, Collins. Chief Cody, I see he's asleep.
Well, yes. He dozed off a little while ago.
Awaken him. Tell him I want to see him.
Why? Is there something?
I haven't got time for questions now. Just awaken him, please. Tell him I want to see him immediately.
Well, yes, sir.
Oh, and Collins.
Yes, sir.
Do it as quietly as possible. Try not to arouse the other passengers.
Well, sure thing, Captain. I'll get him right away.
Making his way down the narrow aisle of the darkened plane, Tim gently shakes the chief.
Chief, wake up.
Tim. Are we to Plum Valley already?
No, sir. Captain Lorenzo, while you were sleeping, called me up to the pilot's compartment. He wants to see you. Immediately, he says.
The pilot? I wonder what he wants of me.
Well, he didn't say, sir, but well, he seemed a little tense, as if something...
Oh, I better go right up. You stay here, Tim. I'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
Chief Cody. Sorry to disturb you, but you'd better step in, I think.
Oh, sure, Captain. Not much room in this little cubicle of yours, but I guess I can squeeze in.
Now then, the reason I called you, little emergency.
Yeah, trouble?
I don't know. A few minutes ago, our fire control indicators here suddenly lighted up. Showed there was a fire back in the aft baggage compartment.
Uh-oh.
I sent Bobby Bunker, my co-pilot, back to investigate after pulling the CO2 system, of course.
Well, isn't he back yet? Hasn't he reported?
No, that's what bothers me. I can't leave controls to go back and investigate. That's why I called you, the only one I know aboard.
Want me to take a look, huh? I'm glad to, Captain.
Good. You better have Peggy Taft, the stewardess, accompany you. She's
right.
good in an emergency. Maybe she can help. Frankly, I'm worried about Bunker. That CO2 sometimes has a bad toxic effect.
Yes, I know. I've had many a man knocked out with it. As I understand it, you have an automatic system on board the plane. Is that right?
That's it. If there's a fire anywhere on the plane, it'll show on this master control panel here. Then all we have to do is pull the CO2, and if it works, it should douse the fire in seconds flat.
If that co-pilot of yours walked in while that stuff was working, there might be some bad effects.
Yeah, that's just what worries me.
I'll go investigate immediately.
Oh, and Chief.
Huh?
Don't have to tell an old firefighter this, I know. But don't let word of this get to the passengers, will you?
Well, of course not, Captain.
Thanks.
No use exciting them needlessly. I'll be right back.
Rising to the emergency like the old smoke eater he is, Chief Cody makes his way down the aisle toward the aft baggage compartment, followed by the stewardess whom he's told about the emergency. Opposite Tim's seat, he stops.
Tim.
Oh, yes, sir. What is it, Chief?
Come with us. I got a job. May take the three of us.
Well, what's up, sir?
Well, never mind. Just come along. Miss Taft here, the stewardess, will help us.
Yes, sir.
Now then, Lorenzo's got trouble. His automatic fire indicator system shows there's a fire here in the baggage compartment, right behind this door.
A fire?
Yes, and Bob Bunker, the co-pilot, went to investigate and hasn't returned.
Yeah. Lorenzo pulled the CO2 system, which automatically floods the compartment.
Holy smoke. That CO2's bad stuff when you work with it in close quarters.
Well, that's what we're afraid of. Come on, we're going in to have a look.
Okay, sir.
Miss Taft, you stand outside. I'll just crack the door.
Right, sir.
Oh, just what I figured. It's pretty strong.
Did you see Bob?
No, but chances are he's out cold. Come on, Tim. Take a big, deep breath. We'll try it again.
Yes, sir.
Wait here, Miss Taft. We'll call if we need you.
Right.
Oh, God, pretty bad, all right. Say, Chief, the fire's still burning.
Yeah. Still smoldering in the baggage over there.
Here's a co-pilot out on the floor.
Tim, we've got to act fast. This thing can endanger the lives of every passenger aboard.
Don't I know it?
First, get this man out. There's an empty seat. Right outside the door.
Yes, sir.
Put him there for now. Don't attract the passenger's attention. You come around as soon as you get there.
Right, sir.
Then run forward. Get a hand extinguisher from Lorenzo.
Yeah.
I'll stay here. See if I can't smother it with these blankets here.
Yes, sir. Okay. Want to give me a hand with him, Chief?
All right.
All right, I got him. Open the door.
All right.
Is he out, sir?
Yes. You come around. Here. Ease him into the seat, huh?
Right over here.
Yeah. That's it. Miss Taft, take charge of him.
Right,
Now,
sir.
Tim, hurry. Get that extinguisher.
Yes, sir.
Quickly, without arousing the attention of the other passengers, Tim goes forward to the pilot's compartment. Briefly reports the situation to Captain Lorenzo, who gives him a hand extinguisher and wishes him luck. Back in the baggage compartment, Tim eases the door open.
All right, I got it, Chief. How's it going?
She's a stubborn blaze. She's burning down under this pile of stuff. Can't seem to get at it. Give me the extinguisher.
Yes, sir. That's why the CO2 didn't work properly. Fire's protected by all this baggage.
Blaze and blisters with a small extinguisher. There's hardly enough to do any good.
Now, here, Chief, I'll try to move some of this stuff.
Good idea.
Yeah. All right, there, Chief. Yeah, play it right in there.
It's deeper than that, I'm afraid.
Yes, sir.
No, just what I was afraid of, all played out. What I wouldn't give for some of the big equipment on a truck.
Extinguisher's empty and the fire's still burning.
Quick, Tim. Go forward for some more.
That's all there is, Chief. I asked Lorenzo, but this is the only one he had.
Oh, what luck. Come on, we'd better go forward. Tell Captain Lorenzo. Can't fight a fire without equipment.
Yes, sir. Well, what'll we do, Chief? I mean, how'll we put it out?
I don't know what the captain will do. But if I was running this plane, I'd begin looking for a place to land. And fast.
Leaving the fire smoldering in the baggage compartment, Tim and the chief hurry to the pilot's compartment. After hearing the chief's report on the seriousness of the situation, Captain Lorenzo says,
That settles it. We've got to get down somewhere, and it's got to be quick.
That's what I'd say, too, Captain. Though I think we're safe for a while yet. That fire may only smolder. Now, if we keep the door shut tight...
I'm not so sure, Chief. Something's happened to my tail control. What? Having trouble keeping her on an even course.
Oh, brother.
Fire may have got to the after control. Yeah, I thought it felt a little bumpy. Well, what are you going to do, Captain? Radio ahead to the next city for instructions on where to land. And it better be somewhere near.
Hold it. She's getting pretty rough.
Hang on, men.
Hey, grab something. Grab something.
Oh, gosh. It is rough. Hurt your kid? No, I fell up against the instrument panel. I guess I'm all right, though.
Good.
But, Huh? That fall of yours sure fixed the radio. Huh? She's dead as last week's news. Here, let me try the emergency transmitter. Oh, that's out, too. Fuses must have gone when you fell against the panel. I can't leave the controls to replace them. Oh, good grief. What's that mean, Chief? That means, gentlemen, that we're on our own. With the ship on fire.
Well, it looks like the demon of fire has followed Tim and the chief even on their vacation trip to Plum Valley. With the radio out of order and no means of getting instructions about where to make an emergency landing, Captain Lorenzo has a real problem on his hands. To learn how he meets it with the aid of Tim and Chief Cody, be sure to listen to the next thrilling episode of The Firefighters. And now, in just a moment, Fire Chief Bob Cody will tell all of you boys and girls how you can help the firefighters right in your own hometown. But first, let's listen to this important message. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. Can you folks imagine how much $1 million is? A lot of money, isn't it? If stacked in $1 bills, it would fill a room the size of your living room right up to the ceiling. Now then, try to imagine, if you can, how much $700 million is. Almost more than the mind can grasp, isn't it? And yet, that's how much it costs the country every year in fire losses. $700 million. $700 million consumed every 365 days by the demon of uncontrolled fire. I tell you this to impress upon you the great importance of doing everything you, as individuals, can do to help prevent fires in your town. For as I've told you many times, what burns never returns. Well, that's all for now. Till I drop in next time, so long.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go! Let's go! Firefighters!
Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.